So Nokia 8, the Nokia's latest flagship smartphone, has arrived in India. It comes at a price of Rs 36,999 and has a Snapdragon 835 chip, which allows it to compete with the likes of OnePlus 5, the Honor 8 Pro, Pixel 2 or even the Galaxy S8. The fact that it doesn't have a bezel-less design may want you to believe that it's not a flagship at all, but at a closer look you'll find that it's way better than many flagships out there selling in India. You're watching India Today Tech, and in this video we're going to take a look at what the Nokia 8 packs and what was our experience with the flagship phone. Nokia's comeback into the smartphone game has revolved around three key factors: its design, the build quality, stock Android interface, and the nostalgia. But the Nokia 8 is much more than the nostalgia that other Nokia phones has been banking on. It is carved out of a single block of Series 6000 aluminum and looks very classy and refined. Unlike the Nokia 6, it is very slim and curved around the edges, which gives it a very ergonomic feel. The phone does not look loud or garish, it's just elegant. It's not for those who want their devices to stand out from the crowd, it's for those who prefer business-like elegance over unnecessary gloss. The antenna lines are cleverly integrated into the top and bottom of the phone. At front, there is a 5.3-inch display with considerable amount of bezels on top and bottom. At the bottom, there is a fingerprint scanner with capacitive backlit keys on both sides, and at the top, there is the front camera. The slim 7.9mm chassis, rounded sides and curved edges give the Nokia 8 great feel in the hand, and it's a delight to hold. Just like the Nokia 3 or the Nokia 5 and even the Nokia 6, the Nokia 8 feels incredibly solid and sturdy. HMD Global must be given credit for constructing phones with tank-like durability. Ergonomics are also on point, everything falls to hand easily, no quirky fingerprint sensor location, no rounded edges at the screen for false touches, and no big screen promise to make the phone a disaster to use with one hand. The 5.3-inch Quad HD IPS LCD display on Nokia 8 is crisp, vivid and pixel dense. The viewing angles are good, colors are punchy, and the 700 nits of maximum brightness ensures the display is visible even in harsh sunlight. It is not an AMOLED display, which led us to believe that it might be consuming a lot of battery, especially when the always on screen feature was turned on. But Nokia has very cleverly put into service an always on display on its IPS LCD screen. Such a feature is usually implemented on AMOLED panels, where it is possible to switch individual pixels on and off, which saves battery life. But this not only gives the IPS panel great viewing angles, but giving the Nokia 8 a Quad HD screen gives it an upper hand when it comes to comparison with OnePlus 5 and phones in this price segment that pack a full HD display. The LCD panel on Nokia 8 is quite capable and can easily compare with other phones that have AMOLED panels, especially the flagship ones that could cost you more than 50,000 rupees. Coming to battery life, the Nokia 8 packs a 3090 mAh battery, which sounds a little small by today's standards, but HMD Global has done a great job in extracting every drop of juice from the battery. On average, I consistently got more than a day of juice from the smartphone, that too in pretty heavy use. In fact, if we compare it to smartphones like the Galaxy S8 that have the same size but pack a bigger screen, you would require to charge the phone more than once during the day, which is not a problem with the Nokia 8. The phone also packs top-of-the-line Snapdragon 835 chip with 4GB of RAM. It runs the well-optimized stock Android interface built on the Android 7.1.1, which delivers fast, fluid and snappy experience across the board, be it day-to-day tasks or intensive use. The Nokia 8 has the tools at its disposal to deal with almost any use case scenario with utter ease. The interface on board is devoid of bloat, overlays or unneeded gimmicks. The software is butter smooth and thankfully quite stable. We did not experience any crashes, freezes or untoward behavior. Nokia has not only promised an update to Android 8.0 Oreo by the end of 2017, but also Android P in the future. The Nokia 8 also handled any game I threw at it, from casual titles like Subway Surfers to hardcore games like the Asphalt 8 and the Modern Combat 5. No frame drops, no stutters, no lags. Not that they were expected anyway with the Adreno 540 GPU and Snapdragon 835 chip. Talking about the cameras, Nokia 8's dual camera setup at the rear consists of a 13 megapixel RGB sensor with an optical image stabilization. There is a second sensor as well at the back, which also has 13 megapixel resolution but is a monochrome sensor, which means it only captures photos in black and white. Both cameras have an aperture of f2.0 and can record 4K videos. Now, the advantage of the dual camera setup is that Nokia 8's low light photos are quite amazing. Now you may think that the dual camera setup works like that on any other smartphone, but it's quite different. The second sensor is there only to capture more light in the scene, which makes the Nokia 8's low light photos quite amazing. They not only have low noise, but the phone is able to actually capture better details. So images taken in well light scenarios are crisp, well exposed and have minimal noise. Colors are natural and there is sufficient amount of detail. But the second sensor helps take better low light shots with virtually no loss in detail. It does make the camera slightly slow, but if you want flagship grade camera on a smartphone that costs less than 40,000 rupees, Nokia 8 is the phone you should buy. The phone also comes with live bokeh mode. Depth of field images taken with Nokia 8 are sharp, clear and have no visible jaggedness around the edges of the subject. Coming to the front camera, Nokia 8 has a 13 megapixel sensor that has also been developed in conjunction with Carl Zeiss and comes with display flash, face detection, autofocus and an aperture of f2.0. Images produced are sharp and clear with good detail and accurate colors. Also, both the front and the rear cameras can be fired together. Nokia 8 is the first smartphone in the world which allows dual site video to be live streamed natively and in real time to social feeds such as YouTube and Facebook. Nokia calls this feature the Bothy mode, which sounds like a gimmick but works actually quite well. The front and rear camera can be used at the same time in a split screen view for both photos and videos. So overall, our experience with the Nokia 8 has been quite surprising. The smartphone does not have a bezel-less design or crazy specifications, but it just feels special and does a lot of things, including all the essentials right. All for a price tag of rupees 36,999. That feels more than just right. Let us know what you think about the Nokia 8, and if you have any questions to ask about the device, let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you've liked this video, give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to get latest reviews and technology videos like this. Thank you for watching.